I'm Jack Knight Winters. This is Jack Frost University. And so, you know, for those of you who are familiar with my channel, you know that the universe speaks through to me using like animals and nature and gemstones and stuff like that, which is kind of a rather romantic form of communication between myself and the divine, and I kind of like it. I do like it, actually. The Native Americans are very familiar with this. It's called animal speak. It's in a lot of books in your like spiritual bookstores, metaphysical bookstores. Well, about 4 months ago, I started getting this avocado synchronicity. I kept getting these synchronicities about avocado, and it's like I kept hearing people talking about avocado in their conversations. I keep seeing like men and women and children wearing avocado t-shirts, and it was just like getting ridiculous. So it's like the universe was really trying to show me avocado, and I'm like, okay, man. And I said, you know, I don't really want you to speak to me using foods. I kind of draw the line at animals and gemstones, you know what I mean? And anything natural, but the food, I kind of draw the line. I said, don't speak to me using avocados and food and stuff. But nevertheless, it persisted. So I said, okay, what are you trying to show me about avocados, man? And then all of a sudden, this YouTube feed, I was looking at my YouTube feed, and this video about avocado showed up. And it was this video about this avocado that looks a lot like an avocado, but it was actually a dessert. And so I'm gonna go ahead and play that video here, and I want you to notice how they made this. They made this avocado dessert. God, man, come on, bud. Jeez. Fuck, I just want to get my ass up into the mountains so bad. But watch this video real quick and you know, check it out.
Typically, the initial reaction is almost one of being offended. They're looking at it, they're like, why did you just give me half of a raw avocado on a plate? Then they start to dig at it with their spoon. And they notice immediately what they thought was skin just sort of disappears into this soft, creamy texture. That trick stays with people forever.
Okay, so you can see there that they made this avocado. It's just a look-alike. It's just a really, really good look-alike. Okay? And I started thinking about that for a while, and I'm like, you know, yeah, you know, it looks like an avocado. A lot like an avocado, okay? And, you know, they could probably even get the smell right and get it to smell like an avocado. And and you know what? They might even get the feel right. Like they could probably get the texture of the avocado right? So it looks like, smells like, and it can even feel like an avocado. But the thing is, when you bite into it, it's not an avocado. It tastes too sugary, right? And that's the thing. So you have this, you know, if you know how avocados are made, you know, you take the pit of the avocado. It's a self-perpetuating food, it has a seed in it, it brings forth after its own kind, right? I was talking about how God focuses in on God's focus, or the gods. There's more than one God, but there's usually like one chief God, right? A principal God. God focuses in on the realm of self-perpetuating things, like the seed. Okay, so if you want to grow a tree, an avocado tree, you want lots of avocados. You take this pit, you plant it in the earth, and you water it, and out comes a avocado tree. So, and then I started getting the message, because I've been studying law lately. I've been studying contract law and everything, and there's 3 different jurisdictions. Primary jurisdictions: sea, air, and land. Okay, and what our forefathers set us up with was a land and soil-based jurisdiction. Okay, a lawful government, a free government. They set us up with a republic, and people came around, and it lasted for about 95 years until the Civil War. And in the Civil War, some creative things were done. They bankrupted us, but and they took all of the let's say the offices of this republic, this lawful government, and they twisted it in a way, and and essentially what they did was they copied the republic. They copied our real lawful government, and they pasted it under their own corporation. Okay, they made a legal, a maritime corporation in the jurisdiction of the seas. It's a business. They made a business, and they copied the real government, and they pasted it under their own. Okay, we still have that lawful government, by the way, and they still have their legal government. Okay, by the way, the word government means mind control. So to govern something is to control something, and meant is mental, as in the mind. So government is to control the mind. Okay, it's mind control. So that's what they did. They created this government, but it's a business. It's not a real government. Okay, they took what was lawful and made it legal. They took a republic and they made it a democracy. They took the laws of the land, and they tried to camouflage it under the laws of the sea. What we had title to, now we have a certificate of title to. We had a post office, now we have a postal service. Okay, so that's kind of the message that I wanted to just get out here. I feel like there's a pressing to get this out to people. I've understood this for about a year now, but maybe other people don't. So, like I said, this government, it's like that avocado. It looks like, feels like, it could even smell like a government, but it's a de facto government. It's not a de jure. It's fake. Okay, fake news, fake government. And keep studying, keep looking into it, because it's worth it, man. Things are heating up in this country, all throughout the world. You got the Hong Kong protests, the yellow vests in London. You got the Antifa, and I don't know about news. I'm really, really skeptic about fake news. So much to the point where I don't even pay attention to it. It could all be fake. You have no idea how NASA and Hollywood and they're really, really good at faking things. So I don't really trust news at all. But if all of that is real, things are really heating up. So, and you don't want to be a United States citizen, okay? You want to be an American national. I'm still looking into exactly what kind of classification you want to fall under, but there's different. You need to change your status, your standing, and your jurisdiction, and you should probably try to do that as fast as possible by getting smart. But you need to understand these things. You need to comprehend. Don't just fill out a bunch of paperwork and throw it all over the place. You don't just copy and paste this stuff. You need to understand. You need to comprehend what you're doing. So, yeah. Fucking avocado.